Good day guys, my name is Lord Tomo. Welcome again to another Sonic the Hedgehog tire and collector review. As you know, I'm Lord Tomo with the blue steel good Sonic the Hedgehog, introducing none other than his best friend, Sonic the Hedgehog. Paradox, that is what it is. Essentially this comes in 5 sets. I'll get, the obligatory facts out of the way. This comes in 5 sets. You have the obligatory Amy, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic, and Shadows. I'm going to be doing reviews for each individual one, as I feel that they merit their own specific videos, and also for the fact that if I do one massive compilation, it's probably going to take longer than, I don't know, half an hour maybe, because I do have tendencies of talking a lot. So to save you times and for you to be more selective on what you may or may not like in terms of plushies and what you're after in terms of reviews, you can check out each individual as well. That out of the way, let's get into the actual review itself. This is from a company, I wouldn't say company per se. This is more or less comes from Sega Prize Europe. Essentially, as far as I'm aware, you would win this in a prize. I'm not 100% sure what prize you would win it from. I'm guessing from a Joy Plus or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me, of course. And you would win this. And essentially there are 5 in the set, as I mentioned, and the reason why I want to review this is because I'm not a heavy plushie collector, and the plushies that I do review are the ones that, in my honest opinion, are essentially one of the best. And quite honestly, it says here Sega amusement thing. It doesn't really say which company, so I'm just going to put a Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Prize Europe plush review. So yeah, I essentially want to review each individual because I think they're all well deserving of a review, and also for the fact that they're incredibly impressive. Opposed to most plushies out there, Sonic related and all that sort of stuff, they're not all great, but these ones in particular I highly recommend. So let's get into the standard look of the actual plushie itself. Already the face sells me. That's a major plus. Ooh, gotta clean him off there. Is that something on his face? No, it's not. I'm just talking to myself here. Okay, so you have the standard Sonic the Hedgehog face, modern. I say modern because retro Sonic the Hedgehog has black eyes. Trivia there for those who may not know. So his current eyes are green. So this would seem to suggest it's the modern Sonic the Hedgehog. You have the standard nose, the standard smile, which is always great, always impressive. Love that smile. And you have this bolding effect, as in to insinuate his actual eyes and his eye. Would this be classed as eyelids? I'd probably argue so. Eyelids. They even go to the finer details of basically doing his actual green eyes and black, and just the little white marking on the actual eye itself. Awesome stitching. This is just phenomenal, as I mentioned. You have his eyes, once again, phenomenal. Extra boarding around there. Superb. You can see all the stitching out there. The back is probably one of the things that sells me most. Ironically, that's a weird thing, seeing as his face is always the thing. The key point, you have all his spikes well stitched together. I don't think I've ever met a Sonic fan that's ever argued differently. They've captured the back of his head phenomenally, even to the point where it's basically just bends inwards. Whoever's did this is great. They even go too far to the extremes where you have 2 little spikes at the back, and they're extremely hard to notice if you don't really look for them. And you know what? Just having those 2 little things insinuate that he has like tiny little wings, but we all know that is his back spikes, which is awesome. You have his little tail, which is great as well, and that's essentially his back. Is awesome. I cannot find anything bad. Now, most Sonic plushes out there, they seem to, especially the one that I tend to just use in my reviews a lot, where you have his hand just basically just like that. It's not bad. It just, it doesn't look like a hand. This one, you can actually see the stitchings on each little finger, and you can notice it from the thumb. The other one that I show you just looks like it's just the fingers there, which isn't bad. I'm not arguing that it's bad. It's just this goes it's extra mile just to make it look super superb, and I feel that's a major bonus for these plush series collections. So it's highly something that highly sought after, highly collectible, in my honest opinion, of course. Other people might argue it's the Sonic ones from Japan from 1990s, which go for $1,000. They're the greatest. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's move on to that. You have his belly, nice and soft. You have his legs. You have his socks, which you can actually notice the socks because they can move around, so they're not actually physically stitched onto his leg, which is awesome. You have his like chibi-like feet, and you have his belt buckle, which doesn't look like a belt buckle, but it gives you an insinuation it is. Like, you can tell it's a belt buckle, but it's obviously all plushy out. And you even have a sole. Now, my one in particular, I'm pretty sure it's because of the stuffing. Pretty sure. I could be wrong. There we go. Fixed it all up. My one did have a dent, but I just fixed it up. What do you know? Essentially, there has like a little, I think, cardboard there, and essentially just basically gives a little more lift, so you can basically stand there. And that's about it. So that's the side, great, chibi, awesome, cute. And that's the back, awesome once again. And that's his front, absolutely awesome. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. As I mentioned in the other reviews, you'll most likely hear my only small nitpick. And oh, you know what, I forgot to actually show you his obligatory card. You have his tag, which comes in two forms. One tells you what's collectible, and the other one is just his obligatory BIOS information. Surprise, surprise! In here it says he's 15, whereby Knuckles is 16. So this is he's younger. I always thought, you know, though as you can imagine, the ages varies throughout the whole, you know, generation. So pretty hard to say. Let's let him just stand up and give himself a good clap. How weird, and he's like one of those Japanese Asians laughing. Shouldn't have said that. But yeah, the only small nitpick is if this tag was like, I don't know, in his butt or in this tag over here. Other than that, it's not really a nitpick. It's just I would have preferred it, you know, likewise. But it's essentially awesome in terms of the overall plush itself. I am sold by this. When I first saw it, I was a bit skeptical, but I bought the whole set. I got for about 150 shipping included, so this cost about 30 bucks per plushie. And you know what, once I received it, guarantee it's worth your money. If you're going to collect anything Sonic related in terms of plush, this is what it is. It's totally worth its weight in gold. I don't see anything wrong with it. In terms of rarity, you can still purchase them. I did not find this in Australia, sadly, because they don't sell it. So if you want to buy, you most likely somewhere in Europe or in eBay or on Amazon. I got this on eBay in particular. In terms of rarity, they do still sell them, so I'll give them 2 stars out of 10 until they stop making them or stop selling them. Then the rarity of this would basically more or less come up, but until then, that's how much it is. And you know what, it's definitely a nice pickup. I would recommend you picking this up because it's definitely worth its weight in gold. Anyway, that's I cannot praise this plushie any more than I already have. Of course, I will review the other ones, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. Leave a comment, tell me what your thoughts are. Hate it, like it, dislike it, let me know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Anyway, speed on, take care.